What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. This is the One Stop Shop podcast, episode 9. Yeah, I thought so. Okay, dang, we're moving on with these things. Okay, we got a lot to cover today. You ready for tomorrow? That's the big question.
Tomorrow. What's on Friday?
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Today's
And,
12/18.
huh?
12/18.
Well, okay, today. You ready for today?
Was it Joker?
Joker movie. We are going to see the Joker movie today. Yes, I'm hyped for it. Heard a lot of good things. We heard a lot of uh, people walking out, but we'll see when we get there. It ain't nothing. We got a lot to cover. Nah, maybe not too much. I'm gonna kick it off with some topics, and then Sim is gonna close it out. First, I want to give my background here. Last week talked about college football. I'm just gonna talk about one little thing this week about college football. Here's my I don't really know what the right word is. Here is what I'm going to say. Okay. When their team loses a game, it's so easy to make excuses. Oh, well, his foot was over the line of scrimmage. Oh, that was a pass interference on that last drive. Anybody can make excuses, whether they're right or they're wrong, if your team lost. But if your team wins and you still make excuses, I think that's a valid point because I have no reason to complain if my team wins. But if we were to have lost, if I would have complained then, it would have looked like an excuse. So I'm still gonna tell my complaint, even though Georgia won their game, because I still have a complaint. But if we were to have lost, it would have been an excuse. You got it. Okay. Georgia won. But tell me why. We had a nice drive going down the field. And y'all's clock wanted to stop. Like, first off, let's take 15 minutes to determine that the refs are going to have to keep time on the field. Let's take a whole 15 minutes to just tell the crowd, yeah, actually, we're going to have to start keeping time on our watches. You couldn't have handled that sooner. And also, in the middle of our 5 drive, I mean, we had a hot drive going. And I said, and like everybody else said, you watch. This drive is going to end, regardless of what happens. They're going to get the ball back, and the clock is going to be working. What happened? Now, we won the game, but I just wanted to put out there. I feel like these past few weeks we've been getting cheaply attacked. Notre Dame players going down for no reason. Tennessee's clock stopping. It's okay. Ain't nothing gonna bring us down. We're fine. So, yeah, I just wanted to make a complaint because we won, but that don't mean I can't complain because I just wanted to put it out there that I feel like some underhanded tactics were being used a little bit. I also wanted to mention, is y'all's quarterback okay?
Our quarterback couldn't be better, big fella.
Right. Okay. When Stokes lit that man up, he killed him. I also wanted to point out, y'all had some smart fan on y'all's little web page that was like, y'all are up by 21. you want to lay a hit on our quarterback like it's going to make a difference when all you guys were out for blood. You wanted to hurt our quarterback when you guys were going to win the game anyways. First off, if any of y'all had the chance to hit Fromm like that, y'all would have done it if there was 1 second left in the game. Y'all still would have done it. 2, that dude was just complaining. He was just salty. You know, that's fine, though. That's all right. That's all right. It's all right. Do you think Georgia and Tennessee have a rivalry?
Do I think they do?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm just making sure you think it's a
Do
rivalry.
you think they do?
Yeah. I think regardless of a win or a loss, I just get more heated during the rivalry games just because, like, there's other things that come into play.
Because of the rivalry?
Yeah, I just think it's like you still come out like we won the game, but it's still a rivalry game. And next year it's going to be just as intense just because I don't know the right way to put it. Like fights, like people getting angry, like the fans being angry. And there's going to be a whole lot more complaining just because it's a rivalry game. But we got the win. So I just wanted to point out some of my frustration. You got anything to add?
About your complaint?
No. Or, yeah, anything.
I just think the clock just happened to stop working, but I could see how you would think that how it conveniently starts working for us.
Yeah, I had a nice drive going. See, every time we have a fast moving, no huddle drive going, something happens. But that's all right. Now I want to move on to baseball. Now, if we would have done this podcast just a little bit earlier, as in before 5 o'clock, I would have been rolling the hype train right now. I would have been – I was going to come on here. I was going to talk about, my Braves almost made an amazing comeback game 1. We won game 2, won game 3, dropped game 4. But this game 5, this is it. This is it. This is the win or go home. But I'm about sick and tired of my teams choking. I'm sick and tired of it. And honestly, in my mind, there's some years where I'm like, I am 100% confident Georgia can win the national championship. Like, I am 100% confident, no doubt in my mind, we can win it. And then there's some years where, I'll be honest, I'm like, okay, the Braves are in the playoffs. I want them to win the World Series, but I if we don't get to the World Series, I understand. Like, I want them to win, but, like, I'm not 100% sure that Braves are going to win it. You know what I'm saying? But we didn't have to go out like that. I was watching at work. I turned it off. I said, all right, this is game 5. This is you win or you go home. And what happened? I go cut a pizza. I go and, like, take an order or something. I turn around and it's 11-0. I said, we had went through 3 pitchers already in the first inning. I said, what is going on? After that, I didn't watch anymore. I said, they screwed up. And I flipped on AEW at 8 o'clock. I said, I'm screw this. Did I expect him to go all the way? I wanted him to. I understood if they didn't. We should have won this series. We most definitely shouldn't have lost it by 12 freaking runs in the last game. That made me sick. They literally used like every pitcher we had in the bullpen. We can look back on the highlights though. Had a really good game 2 and 3. I think our magic number was 3 because we won both those with 3 runs. The game previous to that was a good game. We lost that first one, but it was crazy. I was watching it at work. So it was like, what was the score? Oh, it was 3-2. Sorry. Okay. It was 3-2 Braves. And I don't even know the pitcher's name. I have no idea who this pitcher is. His name is Mike something on the Braves. And I know most of our roster, but some reason I don't know him. He comes in, and it's 3-2, and it's like bottom of the 8th. No, maybe top of the 9th. It might have been the 9th. And dude, somebody gets a hit, and I was like, I said at that moment, I said, take him out now. I said, they got one hit. Take him out now. They didn't. And they scored 5 uncontested runs. And it was 7-3. I said, you didn't listen to me. So we go up to hit. Bottom of the 9th, we go up to hit. Oh my gosh, I swear that we would have won the series, because if we could have came back in this game, we would have won game 2 and 3 and it would have been over. Oh my gosh, it was crazy. So somebody, I don't think anybody got out. Somebody got on base, and it's 3, and they have 7, so we only need 4 runs to come back. Somebody's on base. Acuna steps up, cracks a homer. That's a 2-run home run. So we are at 5. I said, okay. It's cool. Freddie comes up. Freddie Freeman cracks a home run. I said, oh, snap. I said, don't tell me. I said, we're about to come back. And then we got 2 outs. So, but it would have been – I would have been way more hype about it if Game 5 wouldn't have just happened. And, like, I'm totally bummed now. But I got Georgia the rest of this year. I got Atlanta United, the playoffs start. And we're defending champs, so we're going for our second title. I really don't even want to talk about the Falcons because that's awful. We got the Hawks coming up. You got anything to add?
Let's see. There was a time, so sports have given me 2 ecstatic moments this year. Sometimes, like, let me restart. I've been very happy 2 times. I've been the most happy this whole year, or like since I got up to Memphis. These past 2 times that I'm about to mention, from an entertainment perspective, like, mainly because you can watch a movie. I can go watch a Marvel movie, but like, it's not. It's they crafted the story. Like, it's not actually happening by chance.
A live sports game, yeah.
I could watch a TV show, but like, they wrote that. It's not just happening. So I don't know which. This is probably number 1. It happened twice. The first one. I don't know which one's one. I'll just say this one first. The first one was the Tennessee game, because at the beginning, when we were like, it was a close game, I was getting hyped. But the second one was when I asked my mom what the score was to the Braves game, and she said like 13-3 or something. I said, oh, okay. I started dying laughing. I couldn't be more happy. It just brought something to me. I don't know. I had that same feeling I had when Tennessee was almost darn near won the game if it was only a quarter and a half game if the game ended after like one quarter and we almost won, but I was feeling when she said Braves got blasted. That's how you do it. And it's not. It was more so. It's not that you lost. It was how you. I have never. You said Atlanta teams choke. I don't think that's a choke. That's just a. That's just a. Y'all weren't ready. I don't know what that was.
I didn't say Atlanta team. I don't claim that all the time. I just say I'm sick of us joking. Like, I mean, I can give you the few instances where my teams in the past. I mean, we had to have some good light. Like Atlanta United did win. You don't care about soccer, but we did win the championship. So, I mean, I was hype last October at this time. I was hype. This October, I'm still hyped for them because we're doing it again. But the other times in the recent future, or what, in the recent past, that have we've been in a championship or playoff scenario, it hasn't ended okay. But I mean, it's not a total loss. I like to say, yes, we made it to the Super Bowl. Yes, we made it to the playoffs. Yes, we made it to the national championship. But I mean, I would like to say we won it. But it's coming. It's coming. Georgia's coming this year. For sure. For sure. It's coming this year. It is. It is. It's got to. Then Atlanta United again. Who knows? Who knows? The Falcons, they might could turn it all around. I don't know. We need a new quarterback. Oh my gosh, you don't get Matt Ryan out of my face. Anyways.
Trade a Matt for a Matt. Go get that boy, the true Matty Ice. Go get Matt Stafford.
I would love Matt Stafford.
No, you get you a quarterback. That's a quarterback.
Georgia boy. I ain't got to cheer for Matt Stafford since he left Georgia. You know what I'm saying? So
sucks. Go get your Matt Stafford.
I will take.
Throw it I can throw it from one end zone to another. God.
No argument for me. I will snap.
Why would you get Matt Ryan when you could have Matt Stafford?
Because Matt Ryan used to be fly. I mean, he did take us to a Super Bowl. He took us to a Super Bowl.
He took you to the Super Bowl.
I mean, he was a big part. Your quarterback is a pretty big part of that. I mean, he's the head of the team, ain't he?
Yeah, he's head of your team. Take him, Mo. Take him. He's all yours.
We don't want him no more. We don't want him.
He takes off to the
Who's our backup? Matt Schaub, who's older than Matt Ryan?
That's what you need. You got the wrong Matt in the game. Put old Schaub out there. See what he got. What's the worst that can happen? What's the worst that happens?
I don't think there's.
You're already doing that.
I guess that was y'all's mentality in Tennessee's game. What's worse gonna happen? Let's put a new quarterback out there.
That first one was Fosmus. Try to discourage me as much as you want. It's not gonna work. You're not
gonna until he got.
You're not gonna.
Until he got back.
I couldn't be happier.
The
game made me too hype. You can't. Nothing you're saying.
This was the funniest part, though. Okay, no, this was the best part. That man, I don't know what happened to him, but he tried to go over to the sideline and lay down, and that man said, "No, get up." He said, "Get up. You can't lay down." That man said, "Did you see his eye?" He said, like, that man was trying to go to sleep. He was trying to take a nap right there. Who's y'all's main quarterback, that number 2?
Jarrett.
That man, he looked scared to death. He said, "You all right, buddy?" And then, like, he tried to lay down, and he was like, and then I don't know where that trainer came from, but that trainer was like, "Get up, get up." Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. Not because he got wrong. I'm just saying, like, that was just funny. Anything else on football or sports in general? Because
that's all good.
Yeah, I just wanted to I would have been a whole I had planned to talk about baseball coming on here, but I planned to have been a whole lot more hype um, in where we currently are standing right now. I was planning on being more hype about it. But moving on, we're not going to do this every week, but I want to see which one you thought was better from the uh, NXT had already been on USA, but not for the 2 hours. The 2 hour premieres, AEW's first premiere versus NXT. Which one did you like better?
For a total show, start to finish, man, it's really tough because when you go, I'd have to go NXT if we're just including the first week because I got the second week of AEW in my head, but I can't use that.
Yeah, I haven't. Have you seen both tonight? Or
No, we just watched AEW.
oh, so you ain't seen NXT. Okay.
No. So I'm gonna say NXT because even though I like AEW's finish of brawling out there, I just like that. It just felt fresh, like excitement.
Good cliffhanger.
So there's that, and just the hype of it being the first episode. You got Hager showing up, and then you get that group out there at the end. But I just can't find something to compare to the trio of Matt versus Adam, Finn coming back, and then Ciampa coming back.
Yeah.
And you just that trio is the main thing. That's like I'm not finding nothing to beat that, so I'm gonna have to go with NXT. But just to say which do I like, which had me waiting to see the next week was AEW.
Yeah.
NXT had me for future because I like the way NXT does it. Like you're not gonna get next week is not gonna be Adam out there like brawling with Ciampa and Balor. So
yeah.
This week.
I know on a week to week basis, like I had said this, I don't know if I said it on the podcast in general. I don't want NXT to become, and this week we have another title match, just because they're competing. I like the story and build up. That's one of my favorite parts about NXT is they really can tell a good story for like a long period of time, that it's not just like every week you're seeing a title match, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like definitely last week, because they put every title, and just these last few weeks they've been trying to compete head to head, so they've been putting title matches out there. And now it's like I seen them post like, who should be next for Shayna's title, or who should be next for Adams? Is it Finn or is it Tommaso? I'm like, give us a story. I don't want to see next week and we've determined that it's Finn versus like, wonderful. It's just another title match. Y'all got a takeover coming up soon. Build to a takeover. And they might. I mean, it's only been, I haven't seen this week, but anyways, I watched NXT, or I'm sorry, I watched AEW first, the first week, because I will say going into it, I was more hype for AEW because it was the beginning. And I was like, all right, here we go. I said, here we go. Good show. I'm I mean, I can't really I don't want to nitpick it. It was a good show, and the ending was great. I was like, oh yeah, I like this, setting up this big squad. I was like, okay. I know NXT's got a bunch of title matches this week, but I mean, they're gonna have to, this is a good show. I watched NXT and I was like, hands down, NXT. Like I could easily assess that. I was like, that's NXT. Like it was just the matches, the match quality was better. And then I guess the same trio. I mean, all the title matches, none of them was bad. They were all good. I think there was good matches on AEW, but I don't know. I feel like I didn't like. I don't think that was a bad match on AEW, but I don't think I was as hyped about some of them as other people were. It's like they were like, "Oh, Riho and Nyla stole the show," and I was like, "Really?" I was like, "Cause yeah, no, I don't think so." But and I mean, I feel like they could have had really good matches. Like Hangman and Pac should have been good, great match. But it was slower than expected. Still a good match, but I don't know. I mean, I can nitpick it, but overall quality wise, big big hype feeling. They both had that hypeness about them, but especially the certain things that happened. But AEW overall, I was still more excited to see because they felt big. It felt like we're here. It's TNT. I was like, okay, that's fine. So I give this slight advantage to NXT. We don't have to do this every week unless we just want to be like, which one do you think was better? Real quick. But if we're doing a Wednesday Night War, I'm giving it to NXT first.
Even though they kind of confused. Y'all the tweet they put out congratulating AEW.
Yeah.
So it kind of don't make sense because they were like, congratulations AEW. This is a marathon, not a sprint. But they didn't. Their card didn't look like a sprint. Yours did. You had 3 titles on the line and 2 surprise returns. What'd they do? Debut Jake Hager? This is not a sprint. That is a literal marathon.
And I think it's hilarious how it's so funny. And NXT is not a culprit of this. I think Triple H gives them a whole lot of leeway on promos and everything, But I think it's so funny how WWE in general is so we don't want anything to go wrong. We want it to be exactly perfect. Do not mess. And then AEW is if JR messes up or something, like, ha, I don't know where we are right now. And I'm not saying that that's a good thing, but they're not like they'll do the post media scrums, and Cody will be like, yeah, we screwed that up, but it's live television. What you gonna do? Vince McMahon will never be like, yeah, we screwed that up. He'd be like, no, that was planned. But anyways, I think it's funny. That makes it even funnier when something does mess up in WWE because they do not want it to happen. So they're like, this is not a competition. It's not a war. It's just good television. And they congratulated AEW. But they show Scott Hall and Kevin Nash in the crowd. And Scott Hall goes, Wednesday Night Wars. And I said, they're never going to put him on camera again. I said, he's never going on camera. He had a darn toothpick out of his mouth. He goes, hey, Wednesday Night Wars. And I said, I said, he's going to walk backstage and Hunter's going to be like, what is wrong with you? But it's just it's funnier when things like that happen. Even NXT's like nowhere near, like NXT's good. They're not so scripted. But still it's funny. I'd say NXT won though, overall. And with that being said, I think you got the rest of this. So what you got next?
All right. We are going to do this. So we've ranked Disney, we've ranked Nick, animated, Nick, live action. I'm coming with something a bit different.
Okay, because I thought you were about to say, here comes.
I could see the fear in your eyes. No.
I would be like, I am not prepared.
All those channels are for what, like teenagers, kids, kind of. Like you don't really see like a 64-year-old turning on Disney Channel. But I feel like we've stayed in that one area. So I wanted to go back a bit further to what you might have like watched before you were on Disney, before you were on Nick. You know. So I'm gonna name some shows, and you just tell me which ones you remember watching. Okay. I'm gonna see how similar our early toddler childhood, lives were. Okay. You want to stop at the top or the bottom?
Start at the top.
Okay. You ever seen Fetch?
With Rough Ruffman?
Oh, snap, that man was watching Fetch.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Let me, how do I share? Oh, there it is.
I'm assuming you're not just, you watch these two. If you say them.
Yes. I said it, I watched it. You can see my screen, right? All right, I'm gonna bring it up just so we can get a visual. Okay. Oh, there it was. Okay. Let's go images. Okay, now this show might have been this was my favorite show. This show, I tried to explain it to people that don't know what it is, and I'm like, there's this dog, and like, but then there's like these rural people, and like, there's a cat, but like, I tried to tell Roger one time, he was like, I don't know what you're watching. I was like, and then like the name, I'm like, you seen Fetch? They're like, dude, what are you talking about? But this show's amazing. Basically, like, it was like a game show kind of, but like, you went out and like learned stuff, like how to do stuff. I don't know. It was father.
That's PBS, I think.
Yeah, a lot. Disclaimer: I watched a lot of PBS. We'll go on to number 2. You watch Clifford?
Yeah, everybody watched Clifford.
Okay. Now, did you watch Puppy Days?
Yes.
Okay. Quick question: which one is the better theme song, Clifford or Puppy Days?
I'm gonna say Clifford just because, like, I still know.
Wrong.
I still know. I know Puppy Days.
In terms of a song, Puppy Days is actually a better song.
Clifford's a classic.
Because Clifford's not even a song. The dude is just talking over a beat. He's just telling you what happened over a little tune in the background.
He's singing.
No,
there's a tune with it.
but he's not singing. The other one is a legit song. It's a legit song. Trust me. Trust me. But we're 2 for 2. Wait, close your eyes. I want you to see it when I type. A little surprise action going. Oh, I so typed it. Okay. Go ahead.
Everybody watch Sesame Street. Are we talking about Sesame Street or just Elmo's World?
I'm talking Elmo's World.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was actually one of my favorite parts about Sesame Street. But also, you put him on there. You put Oscar. I loved Oscar, and basically all of them, I guess. But Elmo's World was because I'll tell you why I like Elmo's World. You know that little dude he used to go up to in the door, but it was like a real dude. You know what I'm talking about? Who you talking about?
Yeah.
What's his name? Mr. Yeah.
Mr. Noodle.
Mr. Noodle. Yeah, that man was. I love that man.
But then he had a brother.
Did he?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, Mr. Noodle was fun. Okay.
Okay. This one, I think I might have lost you. Okay. It's up. I lost him.
Yeah, I did not watch Zoom.
Have you heard of it?
Yeah, I think I have heard of it.
You seen it at all?
No.
Now, ask me what it's about.
What is it about?
I have no idea. I don't remember what the show's about. I have no clue. I just remember, I think my sister watched it, and like somehow I caught some of it.
Well, it was before us. Oh yeah, 99. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was, but like I caught some of it when like they showed it like later. Like somehow I caught some of it.
Oh
yeah. But yeah, I didn't think I'd get you on that one. It was a good show. The theme song was fun. They were just like saying Zoom a bunch of times. This one, I hope you saw this.
Oh yeah, everybody sees the Boom. Oh my!
I just straight looked when I was typing.
Yeah, everybody loves the Boom. The Boom was
fun. What's the one thing you remember about this?
Kind of when like in the beginning when that dude came swinging in, like he went in there at first, like it was the two dudes, the Crash brothers. Is that what their name is? Something like Crash brothers. And then they like talk about something, and then they like call him or something, or his music will play, and he like comes swinging in the vines from the top. That's what
I remember that, but I remember two things. One, this man had, or I don't know if it was just for him, but they had that one snack machine in there. You could get darn about any snack you needed for a pet in there. It's like, golly. But the main thing was, it was some like, they'd always be like, some like punchline, and like an owl would come in, and they'd be like, "Oh, duck," and they're like, "No, that's an owl." They're like, "No, duck down," or something. And like they did that a lot. I don't know if you remember that. Yeah. Okay. Oh wait, you remember seeing that right there? And that dude, remember that version when he got like a play part?
8 or something.
Okay. Now I'm about to go off my board because that made me think of one. So I need to type it before I forget. This one is a bit of a crazy one. How about this?
Shaun the Sheep? Yeah. But I know, like, I watched the show, but that wasn't there a movie? Like,
is it? This was like, wasn't this like it came on Disney Channel though? Like in between stuff.
Yeah. There might have been a movie associated with it, but if so, I've seen both.
Okay. Back on track. So just to see, we are 1, 2, 3,
We'll only miss one.
4, 5. So we're 5 for 6. Okay. This one, I don't know the name, so I just have to describe it. See if it comes up. Oh, I forgot to put a show with it, so a bunch of weird stuff just popped up. I should probably put kids show. Oh man, it's not coming up.
Explain it to me. Okay.
It's like this sloth that was like it was like this really big like bear sloth thingy that was like hairy and like he lived like in a treehouse. I know you know what I'm talking
Let
about.
me share my screen. What is?
I tried to look it up, but it wouldn't work. Oh wait, it might have been that. Is that it? Let me see. I think. Wait, this might be it. Heck no. I remember this, but no, this is not it.
Okay, can you see my screen?
No. Let me stop my share.
Okay.
And start your share. Dang, that man was doing homework.
Heck yeah. Okay. All right, here we go.
Thank you for not being that old person that doesn't like maximize the tab. Oh, I probably should have typed that in.
I know this is it. I think I know what you're talking about. Okay, yeah, I figured that would come up.
Really, dude? Wait. Oh, I forgot one, I think.
We got a lot of options here, but no. There it is.
Where? Yeah, what is that called?
The Big Big World. Yes, I did watch that. Yes.
What's it called?
It's a Big Big World. I knew exactly what you were talking about.
Yeah, that was definitely it. Okay. You have to describe that guy. He's like a sloth bear, but he's really hairy. But he lives in like a tree house. Yeah.
That's it.
Nothing about the show except for that dude who used to lumber around that tree house. That's all I remember.
All right. Share your screen again. We'll get back on yours.
Okay. Where are we at? Okay, we're on this.
I remember that too, though. Upside Down show. What is that from?
I just remember seeing that puppet. But all right, I'm about to type this one. Okay.
Yeah, Between Lions. I love Between Lions. They had some good songs on there. The intro was. But what's something? What do you remember for that? Because it might be the same thing I remember.
For the song or just the show?
The show.
I remember there'd be this part where they were like drawing stuff, and like it came up as like I don't know, like an animation, I think, or something. I can't remember.
You remember the dude who was the cliffhanger guy, and he'd hang on the side of the cliff, and it was to smell something right or something. Yeah, that was my favorite part.
One reason I really liked it is because of the name. I mean, I don't want to explain it, but I'm going to because it's like Between the Lions because there's a bunch of lines, but it's like Between the Lions, like the lines because they read. Oh,
yeah.
I know I didn't need to, but I just wanted to. All right, next one. Now this might be because this one I read the books, I watched the show. This got to a point where my mom was like, "Yeah, you can't read those books anymore. You're too old for that." I was like, "Oh, okay." Wait, there it is.
Oh yeah, everybody watched Arthur. I didn't even know Arthur had books.
Yeah, I used to be, the library up there, the Daresville Library.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to just read the books like in there, and then one day mom was like, "You're too old to read those. Like, stop." I was like, "Okay." The show was amazing. I never knew what like DW's name is. Still don't now. I think it's like Dora Winifrey, but that's not right. I don't know what her name is.
I never knew like what all animals they were. I know he's like ain't he an anteater?
No, I thought he was an aardvark.
Maybe he's an aardvark. Maybe
Because every time on PBS, right before it would come on, it'd be like something, the first animal in the dictionary. It's an aardvark or something every time.
and maybe Francine.
That's the anteater, ain't it? Him? Or is that a rat?
I think he's what was Francine? What is she?
Her? A mouse? Maybe?
They did a terrible job of explaining what animals they were. What is that big behind? What's that dude's name? What is he? What is he supposed to be?
I don't know what that man is actually.
The only one I knew is the rabbit.
Bugs?
Is that his?
No, wait, no.
Bugs Bunny?
That's not him. My bad. Buster.
Yeah.
I do remember they used to, at the beginning, they'd always be like, "And now a word from us kids," and I'd be seeing some real life people in there. I said, "Oh snap!"
All right.
Then Buster had that thing where he was like going around. It was so weird. They were acting like he was really going to these places, but like we never saw him because like it's an animation, so it was just him narrating the whole time. I don't know if you remember that. It was like real life, but he was in there.
I don't remember that.
Okay. Next.
Mr. Rat.
This might be one that everybody in the whole world has seen, because I think even my mom watched this.
Maybe he's a rat. His name's Mr. Ratburn. Oh, I was about to say Reading Rainbow. Yeah. Reading Rainbow. That dude never aged. I bet he still looks like that right now. Oh, there he is. He's not that much older.
Hold up. Kermit the Frog was on Reading Rainbow?
We thought Disney crossovers were the first crossovers. Nah.
Imagine that as a kid. Kermit doesn't come on until 10. Now he's already on.
Okay, one thing that confused me and still confuses me to this day. Kermit and all of them are Muppets.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought they were associated with Sesame Street. Okay, they're not. But they show up everywhere, and I swear to you, Kermit has been on Sesame Street before. I look it up. I swear Kermit has been on Sesame Street. But they also go everywhere. Like, there's a bunch of freelancers. Yeah. You got it.
Dang, that's an old Sesame Street.
The best of Kermit on Sesame Street.
Hello, Nick. It is I, your furry old pal. I am so excited. I am about my exhibition of everything. Oh, and say, just come on, we are great of the year. Kermit. Whatever you say, Froggy. It is your night, and notice I am wearing my.
They had Kermit on Sesame Street?
Yeah, a bunch of times. He sang this Fa song one time, like sitting on this log. It was far.
So far, there's only been one.
Yeah, Reading Rainbow's far.
What I like about this one was that darn, how surprising, that darn theme song.
Yeah, that's what I
They
was.
sing the mess out of that.
Everybody does.
Okay. So it seems like we were watching the same exact stuff at our houses.
Unless they're on here somewhere on this list, I think I got a few. I don't know if you watched them.
I don't know, dude. I haven't even like got halfway yet.
Oh, okay.
All right, I'm typing this one in. This one, I randomly remembered it. This is kind of what spawned this whole list, actually, because I randomly remembered it and I was like, I can never find it. But since I did and I remember the name, there it is.
Okay. So I watched it, but I didn't like watch it. So I don't know if you want to count that.
How much did you watch? Do you know the premise?
Honestly, the only thing I remember about it is that little bird.
So you said you didn't watch Zoom. Would you say this is the same way you didn't watch this one?
No, I watched this like because I actually have seen an episode of this. I don't think I've seen any of Zoom, but
What would you? Yes.
I don't want to start reaching, so I didn't watch this like that. So
Okay.
I'm not gonna count it.
Premise is, basically like they have to like go like they open up a portal into like technology, I think, or like into cyberspace, and they're like, trying to chase. I assume this guy. I think that's the villain. I don't know. The show was really good. It's just been a while since I've seen it, obviously. Yeah, right there. Well, how did Scooby Doo get? Somehow Scooby Doo got on there, of course. Okay. All right, next one.
We dropped another one.
This one was good. I like this one.
Oh yeah, I watched Martha's Speech.
Concept is she can speak because she she eats soup that has letters in it, correct?
Yes.
Now, can she only speak if she has those letters? Or once she eats them, like, do they stay in there forever or does she have to keep eating them?
Yeah.
You're not the creator of the show? Okay, I see. Yeah. All right.
Martha goes to jail.
Okay.
All right.
So Martha gave some real life problems right there.
We'll get some water real quick when I come back.
Oh, okay. I'll go ahead and have it typed up. Well, yeah, he's not back yet. I just realized he said he's gonna be gone for a minute. I don't know how far he has to go. He's going to just get to the bathroom and get some water. Oh, yeah, the kitchen, but yeah, he's missed two. Not missed. It's not missing, but there's two I watched that he didn't watch. I would say go watch these, but there's only a few shows that you can really just like turn on and be like, dang, this show is still somehow good. Like Arthur's always good. Because there's that one time Arthur like punched somebody, or like I think he like hit his sister or something. I don't know. It was getting crazy, and like he got in trouble or something. I don't know. And they would always like have an episode in the episode. Like I don't know, it was weird. But you seen this one?
Word Girl, yeah. Why you know what? Looking back, all these had to do with spelling and everything. Like he didn't really Like when you're watching it, you realize. I mean, you realize like, okay, yeah, they're teaching me to spell, but like, you didn't realize that you could turn on Martha Speaks and then turn on Word Girl, and it really be the same thing.
Oh, so what was this concept? How did she fight? Like with words?
Yeah, like yeah.
Like, oh, fist, and then you get punched? Like, what?
I don't fully remember, but
I know you remember that monkey, though.
yeah, I just remember them being.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
Next.
Some of these I don't remember as much. I'm gonna start making my own blue list here because there's some of them are kind of dead.
Okay, we got this one. Speaking of spelling.
Yeah, Super Y was fun.
Okay.
That was
Now,
a
what?
little bit like I think it still was showing by the time I stopped watching this stuff. Like I think this was more Kylie. Kylie was more Super Y, but like I caught it in the beginning, and like you were. Let's be honest, you were like 12 and 13 watching Wizards of Waverly Place, but if Super Y was on, I wouldn't turn it at all.
That was me with Arthur. I had Arthur. I saw my mom said, you need to put those books down.
It was kind of like you're kind of too old to watch this, but
I'm gonna still watch it. Now, what was the concept though? Were they spellers? What were they?
they were superheroes, but they would go and like no, they all had like different powers. Like
He's the leader, ain't he? Look at him, looking like a leader.
one of them was primarily spelling, and so one of them was like I think one of them was like nouns, and one of them did like one of them was like adverbs or something. I don't really.
They try to teach me adverbs? Heck no. All right, we'll hit this one. How's that?
Oh yeah, Curious George. Yeah,
Now this is a good one. This is a good behind show.
I was gonna put that so I have, but Curious George. Yeah, Curious George. Fun. We got 2 movies because Kylie watched it too. So we got like 2 of his movies that they came out with. Like one of them, like old buddy lost the yellow hat or something. Actually, I think that was it right there. Click on that one where he's like, yeah, right there. How'd you know which one I was? That might have been the movie we had.
Probably because this is called Curious to George. I guess that's the second one instead of the first.
Oh, that man had a Halloween one. Look at him.
Yeah, I just really watched on TV. I didn't really see the movies like that. I didn't even know he had movies, honestly.
I mean, Curious. They taught you stuff, but it was almost like Arthur on a sense of like it was really about teaching discipline. Like he would just go act a fool and act like a monkey, and then dude in the yellow hat would just be like, "All right, now what did we learn today?" And like that's what you were supposed to learn from the show. Which
Yeah,
is
but he didn't talk. That's the crazy part. The monkey didn't talk.
yeah, exactly. Which was like a good change, other than like teach me how to spell.
Super Y, Word Girl, Martha Speaks.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
All right.
None of these shows taught you math because nobody gives a crap about math.
Gee, crap on math. Well, how about that one, bud?
Oh, Dragon Tales was fun. I can't remember anything about what that was about. I just know that they had.
I know you remember that stone they had, though.
I remember that, and I remember that banging theme song. That theme song was fun.
You remember, like, when they had the stone, they had to recite that thing to, like, get there?
Yeah.
I wish with all my heart.
I think I had
Something.
we had a Dragon Tales movie too.
I had that dude. I had him. Oh, you don't see me playing on the screen. I had that dude. I had him as like a stuffed animal. Dang, Dragon Tales was fun. Right there. You had to like hold it at like the same time.
Yeah. Why that I always look worried.
He did, dude. Um,
Okay.
Now this one, I have it typed down. I don't remember the name, or I'm not remembering it based off the name, but we're gonna type it. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Yeah, this is another speller. Literal. This is literally another speller.
Yes. Oh. You know what though? Yeah. Oh yeah, I did watch that. I watched that. That was a little bit after me, but I still watched it.
They caught you when you weren't supposed to.
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, that's how they get you.
Some of those in there are like that super wide, and like I don't know, I shouldn't be watching this. Why do I have this on?
Right. Okay, this one is a bit of a stretch. I'll tell you why after I type it in. So this one I saw at my grandma's house one time, like on the TV, and like Amanda watched it. I don't know. I know good and well I never saw this thing when it was actually on TV, but here it is.
I have no idea what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what it's about. I just know there was a dog called Wishbone or something. I don't know if this is the show where he's like, "What's that, boy? Timmy stuck in the whale." I don't know what show that was. Where was that dog? Because golly, I don't know. But I didn't really watch this either. I just know this was a show, so I really just put it on.
Oh, okay. Well,
Ever heard of it? Because we'd be in the same boat if you've heard of it.
no, I haven't even heard of that.
Okay, let's put a definite in on that one. All right. We'll go to another one that I read a lot of the books for. That I think I still have them here because I've actually bought these books.
Berenstain Bears, yes, I did read those books. Those were fun. Wait, did they have a show or were they just books?
No, they have a show.
All those look like books to me.
Yeah, that's because I think the books were more popular. See? The show.
Okay, yeah. No, it was okay, that's fine.
I have that one. Too Much TV. I literally have that.
Oh, I read that one. I didn't. I read that one, yeah. Look, they got the dad suckered in too. That man, yeah, watching TV with them.
Who watches TV that upset though? Like you'd be happy you're watching.
That really be like my family though. My dad be watching TV too, like that with us.
Okay, this next one. This is the one that kind of caught me. That I had no business watching this. I really did. I don't know why I was watching this.
It was too.
I had no look at this. I did not need to be watching this when it came out. But for some reason I was. I don't know why.
Wait a minute. I watched Sid the Science Kid too.
I should not have been watching this.
Was that what really though? What like? Dang! All the newer ones that we shouldn't have been. You just catch a trend. All these newer ones that we shouldn't have been watching, they look like 3D. Like
That's how you know we shouldn't have been watching when it got that good. That's this.
they got like better. Like you see how they look like. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're 3D. Like it don't look like Berenstain Bears.
Yeah.
Oh, that's how you know. Super Y looks exactly like that too.
Wait, hold on. I know you see that man used to be singing with that mic.
Half the people got on my nerves. Though. I do remember that.
I know you like Sid the Science Kid though. First, that's a cool name.
I think a lot of these are derived from my sister also watching these because this is her perfect age. But like, I wasn't complaining that it was on. Like she was watching it, but I was like, oh. She was like, "Can we watch this?" I was like, "Oh, I don't. Okay, I guess you can turn on today.
That man went and got some popcorn to watch it though, didn't he?
I guess you can turn it on." Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah, yeah. I'm sure my little cousin. Yeah. They live in my house, but yeah.
But no, because after Amanda, that was it.
Yeah, yeah. So, I don't know, like. I said the other one might be the best, but this is a tough second. I don't know. This you can't beat this.
Oh, Max and Ruby. Yeah, we had some Max and Ruby. It was not movies. It was like 8 on a set. Like eight episodes on a disc. It was fun. Wow, we rewatched all those.
Now, let me tell you why I like Max and Ruby. One vital reason. Because it felt like every episode was almost the same. This is what would happen. Max would be like, "Look, there's something over here in the sand." Ruby's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to do something. Like, get away from me." I don't think he would talk. He'd just be like nudging her, like grabbing on her, like, "There's something in the sand." And she's like, "Yeah, no." And then at the end, she'd be like, "Oh my gosh, there's something in the sand." You tried to do that. You didn't listen. Oh yeah, this was fun. Plus, I looked at it as me and Amanda, because Amanda's older than me, so I was easily Max, always trying to. Oh yeah.
I remember she would always get on my nerves, the girl, but then like Mac would still do stuff like a perfect example. I actually remember this very vividly. There was an episode where it didn't have to do nothing with what he was eating, but for some reason he had food all over his face, like chocolate, and like he went to go get this fire truck, and she like would run in there and be like, "Max, no, I told you not to play with that." And she'd take it away. She'd go away, and he'd go back in there and get it. It was teaching you not to do that. But I was like, "Yeah, go get it." I was like, "Go get it." I was like, "Go get it." Go. I was like, "Yeah," because I could not stand that girl. I was always rooting for Max.
You don't even got to look away for this one. I know you've seen it.
That's how everybody went.
My mom said I used to love this show. I said, I guess I did, because I sure do remember watching it.
Have you seen that? I was talking to, who was it, Mackenzie or somebody the other day. Have you seen the episode where Swiper wins?
Shut
There's
up.
an episode. Look it up. There's an episode where Swiper swipes. I swear.
Did they get the 3 times off?
No. Type in Swiper actually swiped or something like that. There it is. Look. Oh, I remember Noggin.
Say what?
Noggin? That channel?
Oh.
Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Swiper, no swiping. Man.
It's just a compilation.
Butterfly? What is it? That ain't Dora?
Boom Gang. That man done stole. How you get Swiper?
I swear he actually. Wait, there it is. Go to that cookie.
Okay, first off, how did he get close? I could easily tell he was right next to him, and they started the first one.
Back it up. Wait, first off, don't touch it. Look at their faces.
Oh God! I done messed it up.
Watch him. Watch his arm. Watch this. Watch it. Go ahead.
You'll never find it now.
I told you he swiped one time.
Hey,
He was fun. Swiper was fun. You going to see that live action movie?
I think it's already out, bub.
Yeah, I'm not going to see it.
Here's another classic. Whoa, first, wait a minute. What is that? Stuart, what is that?
Oh, that.
What is that? That is not Bob the Builder. That dude looks like he's fresh out of high school. I need the grown man Bob. This is my Bob.
Yeah. Hey,
What is that?
Bob was ahead of his time because he was 3D, but it was just like a bad 3D. He was ahead of his time.
Is that an iPhone? Bob. That is not. Why would Come on, dude.
You seen that? I know you know all those Tekashi 6ix9ine memes.
Oh, with him snitching?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Seen the one where it's like, you got anything else to say? And he goes, yeah, Bob the Builder wasn't a licensed contractor.
No, I haven't seen that one.
That's a good one. Yeah, Bob was ahead of his time because he was 3D, but that was like
Look at him.
a joke.
You hate to see it. Dang. But did you watch it though?
Oh yeah.
Okay, this next one, I really don't think I should have been watching this. Like, there was no reason for me to watch this show. What? I did not type that in. I don't know what just happened. I typed in something else, and
Oh, yeah, Yo Gabba Gabba.
I think I was too old to watch this. I think I was too old to watch
Yeah,
this.
me too, but I still.
Somehow this was on my television though.
Hey, I'm exposing myself. How many of these did I actually watch? I was too old.
Oh, snap.
Some of these had good songs though.
Okay, few more. Now, I know I've said a few times the GOAT, but I don't know. Because this might be it. This one was fun.
Yes. This was one of those, like, more, my sister watched it, but she watched it so much that I watched it too.
Now, I watched the heck out of this. This is the
No,
best
I
thing.
mean, I watched it too. Like, I watched it on my own because it came out, like, when we were kids. But, like, after I had watched my fair share, my sister started watching it, and I was like, oh, Big Comfy Couch is fun. And so I kept watching it.
You know what's the hardest thing to do? That darn clock stretch she would do.
To say,
I tried to do that one time. I said, "Dad, I can't get past 12. How do you do all the other stuff?"
you know the little fuzz balls that were always under the couch?
She would lose everything inside the couch, though. That couch had everything inside.
I would love to. That couch was fun. I always wanted a couch that big.
Wait, how do you? She's literally, that couch is humongous. I just real look how big that thing is. Okay. All right.
That person made a lot of show because
What? Dude, you got to be careful what you type. I just assumed it was going to come up. No, I did Elmo's World, but this is Sesame Street. This is a little bit different. A little bit different. This is where you got big. This is where you got the classic. How do I look, Bert? Oh, wait, no, he said, how do I look, Ernie? With your eyes, Bert. That's how you get that classic.
what did he say again?
He said, how do I look, Ernie? He said, with your eyes, Bert.
Oh yes. You remember that episode? You might have shown me this one. Maybe you remember it.
Hey.
It was the. You know exactly what they're in the ancient Egypt, like the, and like Ernie was waiting for like he like seen the mummies move, and like he was like Bert, Bert, and Bert would run in there, and he'd be like, "What?" And they'd stop moving. Oh, that was good. That was hilarious.
That was fun. The reason I'm shaking my head so much is because we were I was just in Bass Pro shops like that really big Bass Pro that like
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
somehow they have alligators in there. I don't know what's going
They
on.
used to be the Grizzlies Arena. Yeah.
Yeah, and it used to be a bunch of stuff actually. Yeah. But we're in there and like there's this bear and I'm telling my cousin, I'm like, hey, what would you do if you just because some people are taking pictures with it. I'm like, what would you do if that bear just like tapped you on the shoulder? Or like just came to life. And then I was like, oh wait, speaking of that, watch this episode of Sesame. I just pulled it up the other day. And now this is the last one I have on my list unless something else comes to me. One of the classics.
Yes, I was hoping you put the darn Wiggles on there. Yeah, Wiggles. This was my absolute favorite show. Hands down, this is my number one. Because I don't really know why. I mean, I guess they had some fun music, but we went to like some of their concerts. Do you know they actually went on concerts?
That's not surprising actually.
Yeah, I went to like 2 of them in Atlanta, and like everybody was there, like Wags and like Dorothy and all of them. They were all there. Like they were fun. They were fun.
I actually got one more. Finished off.
Yeah, Doodle Bops were fun. Doodle Bops were fun. Oh yeah.
Now
Theme song.
I would like to say how many it came out to be, but somehow I accidentally deleted my list. Like half of my list.
We only had two that we didn't have together.
Zoom and Cyber Chase.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't really going to count Wishbone because I never even saw that. I just saw it on my grandma's TV one time.
Oh yeah. Let's not count that. Well, you made me think of some that I watched. We'll see if you watched these as well. This is running long here, but
I might have missed them if they were so obvious because, like, I didn't think about the Wiggles until I don't even want to made me think about the Wiggles. I think I saw something.
yeah.
You need me to stop sharing.
Yeah. Tell me when you get on here.
Oh, yeah, I'm here.
Oh, you can see my screen. Oh, there it is.
Google Maps. I'm the devil. I've
Uh-huh.
never.
That's just what I had saved. Okay. You see my most recent search right there? Trying to pull Logan up. Trying to get because watch. I was trying to watch Logan. Here we go.
You know, just to go to 123 Movies or Foot Locker, why are you searching that?
You know.
Or M4U Free TV.
You can look.
Oh, the kid who's just 4.
Yeah, they got on my nerves, but I still watched it. He got on my nerves so bad. I still watched it though. Anything you remember? His annoying sister
I'm just a kid who's 4.
and his annoying self in general.
I didn't know how annoying he was until I watched it back one time, and that dude threw that whole tantrum about this
That was Burleezy. He put
yes,
that.
shoe. And like he couldn't tie his shoe. I don't.
Okay, let me get another one in here. Now Okay, I was a little bit probably too old for this one, but this had some of the best songs. Other, other than maybe the Wiggles, this had some of the best songs like ever. They had such good harmony together.
You mean
Okay, we are back. We had a little technical difficulty there. We are back. We were talking about Caillou. No, sorry, Backyardigans. Yes. All right. So, like I was saying, I think I was a little bit too old for this one, but they had some great harmony. They had great songs in this one. Other than maybe the Wiggles, I don't know if this one can be beat in songs.
especially that theme song?
That's just my opinion, though. But let's see what else I got here. Let's see what else I tallied down. Some of these you went on ahead and put on yours after I took off my list. I'm gonna take away the ones you already put. Okay. Four more. All right, don't look. There it is.
Ooh.
I know you watch Franklin.
Mm.
You didn't watch Franklin?
I'm gonna have to say I don't actually remember watching that.
Okay, Franklin was fun. There was books too. Franklin. Oh yeah, Franklin was fun. Okay.
That might be one I gotta ask my mom about. Because you know, you can nobody knows more than what you watched than your mom. The ones that put it on for you. So I have to ask her.
Yeah, Franklin was fun.
Apparently he was the original gangster.
Oh, I had these. In the dark goes to school.
Turns purple after drinking some lean.
Oh, that's fun. All right, here we go. I know you watch this. Everybody watches this. Go ahead. Hey, you know Lil Bill.
Forgot all about Lil.
His grandma right there. All his like brothers and sisters right there.
Oh, dang, I forgot about Lil Bill.
Lil Bill was fun.
I forgot about Lil Bill.
Yes, all his friends right there. Yeah, Lil Bill was fun.
How did I forget Lil Bill?
Remember that little song his grandma used to sing? I know.
Yeah, I don't remember nothing about Lil Bill.
Oh, yeah, Lil was fun.
Except he was Lil Bill.
Let me hit you with this one. We had Lil Bill, and we had Lil Bear. Hey, I know you watched Lil Bear. You watched Lil Bear. He was sick. He got the mumps, and they put the little thing on his face. You couldn't see none of his.
I
Wait a minute.
gotta ask my mom about that one.
Here we go. So we got chicken, cat, owl, duck, and Lil Bear, and his friend that was the human. What did I just click on? His friend that was the human. Hang on. There she is.
Nah, that don't look familiar to me, Bo.
And her little like, Emily.
That's creepy. That's weird.
That was fun.
That's creepy.
Okay, well, Lil Bear was fun. I got one more. You might not have watched it, but you probably did. I got something to say about this. Yeah, I know you watch this.
I've seen this. Yes, I've seen this.
Ryan McGuffey. they had a game online. That's where you could cook with their grandma. You like choose what recipe you wanted, and she helps you make it. It's like the games you can play on like what was it, Nick or something like that. It was Miami Miguel was fun.
Hold on, I got one more I just thought of.
Oh, you could dress them up like that. You could dress her up. You could play that game on that thing right there. Their abuela's grandma, right?
Yeah. Hey, share. Click over to mine. You forgot one.
All right.
Don't know how I missed this, dude.
Oh, Handy Mandy.
Handy Mandy.
Yeah.
How do you forget?
Oh,
Handy Mandy. And old buddy, I know you remember him. I know you remember that dude.
yeah, but I just remembered something. Or I didn't remember that. I just made a shocking discovery.
What?
You say Handy Mandy, right?
Yeah.
That's what I've always said. Handy Manny.
No. You know what? That would make a bit more sense. I don't think I've heard a guy been called Mandy.
Handy Manny? That don't sound right though.
Handy Manny. It probably is, and we just probably said it wrong.
Well, I mean, it is. I'm looking at it. That's what it
What
is.
dude's name is Mandy?
I don't know. I didn't think about it that much. I just knew that it was Handy Mandy.
Wait, who was your favorite? Mine might have been that darn Saw down there. I did like that Saw.
I don't remember him like that. I like Mandy, okay. Mandy.
Tell me that's not true.
No, that's not what it is. Is it? No. We're not going way too far down the rabbit hole. I know we've been running long.
Wait, where'd he go? Where's Handy Ryan? Oh, there it is. Handy Ryan.
I know we've been running long. Matter of fact, actually, you had like 2 or 3 that I didn't. You didn't, or 2 that I didn't watch that, or that I watched that you didn't. Okay.
But for the most part, we were
Yeah.
watching the same stuff.
It's like, is it at least? It's still above 90%. I would say. All right. So I think we will end it there. We took a little bit of time.
I mean, it's crazy. Each time I'm like, yeah, it might be going a bit short, but somehow we don't get to every topic we have on the list. I don't know how it's happening.
Yeah. We just talk too much, I guess. Yeah, though. So that's gonna be it. Like, comment, subscribe. This is episode 9. We will have a Joker review coming after we watch it today, but that will be next week coming. The Joker review. So look forward for that. And anything you gotta say, Sim? Anything you want to leave them?
Yeah, I know y'all are probably like, when I get to the stop sign, I'm just gonna come to like a little, I'm gonna slow down a little bit. I'm not gonna come to a complete stop. But I don't know if you heard, there's this dude who got pulled over for doing that exact thing. He didn't come to a complete stop. He just slowed down a little bit and then got pulled over. And then he told the cop, he was like, what's the difference? Like, I slowed down, I stopped. It's like the same thing. So cop takes him out the car and he starts beating him with his baton. Like, you want me to stop? You want me to slow down? So, moral of the story, come to the police stop. It's not true that was a joke, but you only got to come to a complete stop.
All right.
Let's go with the joke.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Don't quit my day job.
I didn't know where that was going. I think you told it before. I didn't know where that was going.
I just said it the other day, or like 2 days ago, so I just said it again.
Adios, everybody.